All right, I'm on hole number 5 of the 2020 Community Cup. Opening round of the Rookie Division. Let's go check out hole number 5. And we have tests in this tournament. This is not one of the tests, but this is one of the pop quizzes that they pop up that we definitely want to get we want to get the eagle on this hole. And in the past, when this has been out, and this has been in a few tournaments, this is one of the Greenock Point holes that is in play in quite a few tournaments. And in the past, it's been kind of a hit or miss thing where like maybe once or twice in a tournament I'll catch the eagle here, but it's not one of those holes that but in the last tournament that we played here, I think maybe the Holiday Hills tournament, at the very last on the weekend round, I finally figured out that, hey, if I come at it from this angle up here, if I take the black line, the spot that I'm ending up in there is in my hornet range, and I'm in minimum hornet, and I really don't need but 2 or 3 backspin. I don't need a big backspin club. So instead of coming here with a big backspin short iron, I brought my hornet on the weekend round, and I hammered both of them with a 10% wind adjustment. And at the beginning of the week in the practice rounds, I came here, I did the same thing, and bam, it's in the hole. It's a great shot, but you have to hit it perfect into the cup. And if you're not in the spot where you're in your hornet, it is best to have everything else in your bag be backspin, because you could be at the wrong angle, or you're coming in at distance and you have a little more speed. And so it's better to have everything else in your bag be backspin. That bag right there will work. I'm bringing a Kingmaker. I could bring a bigger ball and not have to do any overpower, but I'm okay with the Kingmaker. There's a lot of room out there, and watch, I'll turn around and I'll epic fail on this, but there is a lot of room out there. I could bring a bigger ball where I didn't have to do any overpower on this, or I'd have to use very little. I could bring a 5 power ball on it. But I'm using a Kingmaker. I've traditionally used a Kingmaker on this, and it is a max overpower shot. And that's what I'm saying. You could epic fail, especially if you epic fail to the right. That's the epic fail. An epic fail to the left, you're in this sand or you're on this rough area down here, and from there with a rough iron you can get on. You can come up the fairway here and you can get on, but if you mess up over on this side right here, you are in the brown stuff. And I'm not talking about just a little. You have fallen in the pit. You fell into the porta potty and somebody closed the lid, because you will not be able to get up. You can be about halfway up this fairway that they're hitting into right here, and you're in your long iron range, and Nirvana is a long iron. They're probably in their short iron range, maybe in max club from that distance. Yeah, maybe towards minimum, somewhere in there. I don't have to do, I know that I have to do, yeah, I'm going to take the wind out. I don't think I have to do all of the overpower. I'm going to do about that much overpower. And I probably, in that case, should have left the wind in. Hit one ring great to the right. Yeah, I should have left the wind in. It's going to put me towards mid club. Now, 3 miles an hour is a lot of roll out on the course, and this little depression right here is really where I want to get. You can see where it rises up and there's a little bit of depression, and where that depression's out right before it gets to this rise is where I want to be. I'm not sure if you're in your wedge where you get way up there at the top. I'm not sure. I know I've been in a couple different spots out there, and depending on where you're at, the 10% wind adjustment may or may not be right. I know the 10% is right for the spot that I'm trying to get to with my short iron, but like if you can get in this depression right here and you're on that, you're in the right spot. But if you get up here on this next level, I'm not sure that you have to do. I'm not sure what the adjustment is up there. It may still be a 10%, but it may not. All right, I'm doing a 10% wind adjustment with my Hornet, and we got to find out where I'm at in my Hornet first. Okay, where am I? Okay, there's min, or there's max. There's min. So I'm right at mid. So it's 1.9 per ring. Dialing it up to the cup. I mean, dialing it up to the cup. 10%, so that's 3.4. That's 3.7. And it's 1.9 per ring. So there's 2.8. That leaves me 7, 8, 9. I'm going to do about 2.5 rings. Just need to hit this perfect. Hitting it perfect. Give myself a look at it. Get in the hole. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. Passing that pop quiz. When I think of the holes that I'm trying to pick up 3 shots on a side in the weekend round. I'm trying to shoot minus 17. When I think of the 3 holes that I want to, I mean, like the 3 holes that you got to start off the deal with is hole number 1, hole number 5. And hole number 5, this hole right here, is the one. I mean, this is a hole that can be won. You can come out here and get that eagle on it. Hole number 9, that is an Albie we can get. The other holes, you know, there is some variables depending on where you're at, and but this hole right here is almost like, if you really want to get that score, this is a hole you have to get. And excellent. All right, hole number 5 in the bag, getting it done. That was hole number 5 of the 2020 Community Cup in the opening round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.